The internet gives you access to so many different resources, but most people do not use the internet to the maximum advantage that they could. The internet gives you access to three main resources, and those are information, networks, and legwork. So the internet gives you access to unlimited information. You have YouTube videos, Wikipedia pages, books, studies, forums, podcasts. You have unlimited access to information, more access to information than ever before in human history. But most people don't tap into this at all. Most people just scroll TikTok and use the internet to consume entertainment. You can use information on the internet to build a business, to start a YouTube channel, to make a Roblox game. Like, I have a whole channel with over 130,000 subscribers teaching people to do exactly that. But I know, as a YouTuber, that most people don't want to watch that. Most people just want to be entertained. They don't want anything else. Then we have network. So the internet also gives you access to a network. A network is a group of people. There are individuals that you can meet on the internet. You can meet anyone at any time. But again, most people don't use that. You can talk to celebrities. You can talk to famous YouTubers. You can talk to businessmen. You can talk to copywriters and email marketers and funnel builders and YouTubers and people who can help you to build something. People are not using their resources. Now, most people will use the information and some of the networking resources to some degree, right? Most people don't use it to do something massive, like actually start an online business and start a massive YouTube channel or make a successful Roblox game. But people will generally learn things like how to change a tire on a car or how to tie a tie. They'll watch these things on YouTube. They'll get basic information, but they don't dive deep into specific fields and learn about that. Everybody will use those resources to some degree. People will talk to their friends and their family. That's a form of network. But most people never use legwork. They never think to hire somebody through the internet. People will use ChatGPT. Maybe you could call that a form of legwork. Maybe having ChatGPT do your homework for you or write your essay. Help you with your grocery list to make some recipe for a cake. But that's not a human being. You can hire people through the internet, through Fiverr, through websites like onlinejobs.ph. You can hire people to do things for you. Anyone can do it, but most people never take advantage of that ability. And they stay just working a job as a result. As a YouTuber, I hire editors, thumbnail designers, and other people to help me to make my content faster. But if I didn't do that, I would be left with just my human hours and effort. I would be left with just me doing the work. That would make it so that it takes me so much longer to get videos out or to get anything done. At least back when I would make my videos edited and highly produced. Now I don't really do that. I also hire Roblox developers on my Roblox projects. Now, the biggest hire that you can do is a VA. So a VA is a virtual assistant, somebody who you hire to handle offhand tasks or run parts of your business for you. And usually people hire VAs through a website like onlinejobs.ph. This is a site that lets you hire Filipino workers. You can hire people from the Philippines, and because they have a lower cost of living, it's very inexpensive compared to hiring somebody from America. And you can have a full-time worker for like $4 an hour, $5 an hour. Now, of course, that can raise, but they don't need more money than that. So this is a very powerful resource for entrepreneurs, and not that many people talk about this, I think because it is a hidden secret that the people who find out about this, they're like, oh shit, I can't go and reveal this or else all my competition is going to have access to low-cost labor. I'm going to use this to hire a VA and have them handle a lot of tasks that I need done, like for example, handling sponsorship emails, which take a lot of time to do and take a lot of effort emailing back and forth, I can offload that low leverage task onto them, and that way they can handle that, and I can get sponsorships for my YouTube videos that people offer me in my channel's email without having to deal with the emailing, which is something I hate. So you can delegate and automate tasks that you hate doing or that take forever to do. And that's the power of having a VA. So you can get a VA by going to a website like Online Jobs. Now, but that's what I've realized. People will use the information and network side of things. They'll use it to some extent. Most people never tap into legwork. They never tap into having other people work for them because of a few reasons. They think that they aren't allowed to do it. They have limiting beliefs about it, or they're too lazy to set up the system. But you don't have to be somebody with a multi-million-dollar business in order to hire somebody. Anybody can hire somebody online to help them to do things. And the purpose of this is to clear up your time. If you clear up your own schedule, like say you want to start a YouTube channel, you can hire a VA to help you to come up with video ideas, research your niche, and make scripts, as well as hire and manage thumbnail designers and video editors and graphic designers to make that content. That way it doesn't take up so much of your time and you can focus on what is important, which as a YouTuber, that's recording videos like I am right now. And it doesn't have to cost a ton of money, right? The average person has $200 that they can spend a month to hire a VA part-time. And that way they can get work done and they can get that time and effort, even full-time time and effort, for a very low cost, for only a few $100s a month. So you have legwork, you have people out there who you can hire. You can even hire through Fiverr if you need like a logo designed or you need some SEO for your website. You can get that done through a number of sources, right? And you don't have to do everything yourself. But yet we see most people still thinking, oh, I need to work, I need to grind, I need to do everything myself. If I want to start a YouTube channel, everything has to be done myself. If I want to make a Roblox game, everything has to be done myself. If I want to start an online business where I collect leads for real estate agents, everything has to be done myself. This is all false. You can hire programmers, graphic designers, builders, scripters, modelers for your Roblox game. You can hire people who can do video editing, thumbnail design, etc., all through the internet. This is the power of the internet. But most people never fully tap into that power that they have. They just sit there scrolling. And it makes sense, right? You have an overwhelm. With all this capability, with all these things you can do, naturally you get overwhelmed with all the options. You can go to any app. You can scroll any video. You can do anything you want. You can talk to anyone you want. You can hire whoever you want. You can build whatever you want. You can create a YouTube channel. You can create a Twitter page. You can do all these things. You can make a website. In all this choice, it gets overwhelming. So you get what is called decision fatigue. So you become unable to make a decision because you're so fucking exhausted by all the choices. So what people need to do is become very focused on one goal. You got to pick one goal. Right, find something you want to do, find a project. Maybe you want to start a YouTube channel. I've used several examples in this video, right? Make a Roblox game. You can check out my channel, SmartyRBX, to do that. There's a whole bunch of different things you can do. And then you can find the resources, your network, information, and legwork that'll help you to accomplish that goal and make it happen. So you have to remove choice in order to have focus. You have to remove options. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck in this analysis paralysis decision fatigue. Like, for example, when I'm sitting down to work, sometimes I'll get very overwhelmed because I could work on this video, I could work on my funnel, or I could record a course lesson, or I could work on my Roblox game, or I could message this person I've left in my inbox for 30 days straight and never replied to, or I could check my emails and get a sponsorship. All these things I could do. But me, as one person, again, I can only do one thing at a time. My time and energy is limited to one task. And therefore, I have to choose something. And it'll often feel in the moment like, oh, I'm not getting anything done. But you are. You have to get one thing done as one person, right? You have to sit down and record that video. You have to sit down and write that script, write that book chapter. And yeah, that's only one task. It feels like you're not getting anything done. That is why hiring people is so essential. That's why you need to start tapping into the legwork sector of online resources. You need to start tapping into that ability you have to hire labor, to hire people who can do everything for you, or do lower leverage tasks for you, or do time consuming tasks for you, because now you can free up your schedule from the things that take time that don't require you as an individual, right? Like recording YouTube videos with your personality and face, that requires you. But applying to sponsorship emails doesn't require you to do it. You can hire somebody to do that. It doesn't require your voice or face. That way you don't have to spend hours a week working on sending sponsorship emails back and forth to companies. You can just focus on making the content. And then when your VA comes in and says, hey, Remy, we have these sponsorships, I can take those on and I can add them into the videos as needed, slotted in, rather than sitting there doing it myself, taking away time from the higher leverage tasks that need to get done, like actually sitting down and recording the videos. So you've watched this far. You now know the three main internet resources people can use and why legwork is the least tapped into out of all of these. Legwork is the most underused one. You aren't using legwork at all, out of all likelihood. Be honest. You have never hired someone before. Now is the time to do it because you have all these people out there you could hire for whatever you want to do, whatever you're working on, whatever your business is, whatever your brand is. And you can have leverage that way. Leverage is the key because you are limited by your own human hours, your own human energy, your own attention if you're just stuck with you. But the second you add other people on board is the second that you add leverage beyond yourself and you multiply your efforts beyond yourself. So follow me on Instagram to get more content like this all the time in a bite-sized format. Subscribe now to Remy Mindset, and I will see you next video. Peace.